G'day Eagles fans, welcome to another episode of Coast to Coast. It's been a while in between drinks, but I wanted to wait for the superstar calibre to come back into the studio, and boy, we've done that in spades. Here we are with Harry Edwards, Tom Cole, the Bulls. How are we, boys?
Yeah, good, Thumber. Thanks for having me on again. I think this is my third time on the poddy now. So.
Nah, I've run out of fingers and toes. You're coming back at 96 FM. You're a constant.
Yeah.
Harry, how are you feeling about it all, mate? I had to literally get a lead on and sort of drag you up here. You going all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Debut for me, so you got the right man on with me. The only man that could get me on.
I tried looking for your last podcast here and you were electric. We're talking about your full turbo knowledge of AFL. Remember coming in here and doing that?
Nah. Sorry, mate. Nah.
I'm glad I meant a bit to you, mate. That's good. 4-day breaks for the boys. I know yours could have been just being number one dad and hubby, but what did either yourselves or some boys get up to that might have been entertaining or a bit left of centre?
Mate, I did nothing except go to the Origin. We actually went to the Origin together. He's a big Queensland fan. I'm a Blues fan. And yeah, he got the chockies, unfortunately, which is a bit of a bummer. But
what a game to go to, though, for the two of you.
Yeah, never been to Origin before. So I'm a Queenslander at heart. Slater, when I was a youngster, used to follow the Storm a bit. So had to go, bought a Guernsey. And
so you have no ties to the state whatsoever?
No. I'm a Victorian, but I barrack for the Storm because I'm Victorian,
right.
when I was younger. And Billy Slater and Cameron Smith and the likes all played for Queensland. So jumped on the bandwagon when I was young because they were good.
Did you get recognised there?
No, not really. I'm not that big a deal, mate.
No, I was going to say yes, but no.
Did you get wet?
Yeah, we did, yeah. We were in like row 8, I reckon. But we embraced it. Jackets off. Got soaked. It was awesome.
You had to, didn't you?
Yeah.
What about some of the other boys and their adventures? You know, Hewitt's heading away with Graham on camping trips. Anyone else venture out of the state or any other good stories that were coming out of that?
Nah, the Huey and Fridge one was interesting though. Like, not a dynamic you would pick. Fridge, like, very quiet country lad. Huey's a Golden Triangle boy from Perth. So I think Huey would have been doing most of the talking. They created a TikTok account for it. I don't know if you saw.
No, not yet. Let's start with the big topic, and it's Gov's retirement. He goes out on top of his game. Unbelievable. 5 All-Australians, a flag. Worcester medal last year, which is the hard part to swallow of how good a footy he was playing even up until this year. You boys are very close with him and you're working hand in hand. How did you take the news? And let's just start there. How did you take it when he first probably told you privately?
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock, obviously. You know, I spent most of my career learning and being behind him and TB, and now both of them are gone within the space of 6 months. But yeah, he's had a lot of concussions in his career and it's the right move for him and, you know, it's going to be best for his long-term health. But yeah, very sad and a bit of a shock, but yeah, he's on to bigger and better things now.
Yeah, same thing. Like, disappointing, sad. I think it's been harder probably this week because he hasn't been here. So last week he was around the club and it was all getting announced, so we're still getting to see him. I think it's really hit home this week that he's not in the Bulls meetings anymore. He hasn't been around the club, so... But
kind of a hole is he going to leave, Tommy?
Yeah, a massive hole. Obviously, on the field, everyone's seeing what he can do. Hasn't been many bad games that he's played over his 197.
None of those forward games, you reckon?
Yeah, maybe a few early when I wasn't here. But from when I was here, like every time he was on the field, he had a massive impact on the game. So on the field, everyone knows how much of a hole he's going to leave, but probably almost a bigger hole off the field. He's been in the leadership group ever since I've been at the club. He has such a presence around the boys. Boys listen when he speaks. He's one of those blokes, and he really cares about the footy club. He cares about his mates, and he's just a genuinely good bloke. He's one of those guys you don't have a bad word to say about. So yeah, there's going to be a fair hole.
A few weddings that you've all been a part of. His, others, Bulls down south. Harry, I've heard you've been in the votes of some of those weddings as well. But there's some special times that you're sharing with teammates down there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They've all been awesome. Who have we had? You and my debut wedding, you and Lily.
Rothy?
We had Rothy. And then we had the governor, TB as well. He was in Perth. Mm-hmm. Gee, I've only been to Back's weddings now I think about it. That probably says something about who I'm mates with. but no, they've all been fantastic. They're some of the best memories I've had being part of this footy club.
Speaking of the good memories, one that popped up was the old snake prank that took place in the hub. Yeah. So that was orchestrated by TB and Gov, putting the fake snake out there.
Yeah.
Were you on as one of the bad reactions onto that one?
I was part of it. I don't know if you saw
I was
Harry's.
one of the bad reactions, yeah.
I thought Oscar's was the worst, but yours was...
Man, I got the fists up.
Him and Oscar were pretty on par. Yeah, Oscar looked like he was squealing. Harry was ready to shape up and fight it, yeah.
You are a football, I'll say aficionado. instead of Nuff. But you love your footy.
Oh, yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Top 5 Eagle of all time, Gov.
Absolutely, yeah.
Comfortably?
Yeah, he's on my Mount Rushmore, I reckon. Yeah, for sure.
Is JK on the Mount Rushmore or the forwards don't?
I don't like forwards as much, but yeah, he probably is as well. Yeah, yeah.
What about you? Top 5 Eagle?
Yes, yeah.
You're not going to say no, though, are you?
Probably top 1.
Gutted for teammates on the topic of Oscar Allen goes out. I want to touch on it briefly. What does his injury sort of mean to the group as a whole? He's so vocal and a great leader amongst the boys. And yeah, there's the contract stuff and the stuff that's simmering in the background of it all. But just for this year and the type of bloke he is, he's down at training, can't drive, handing water and snakes out to the boys on the sideline, days after the op. What kind of a hole is he leaving at the moment to be out of footy?
Yeah, big hole. He's obviously co-captain, so has a big presence at the club. Very vocal leader. Young boys are going to have to step up, but yeah, he's had a tough year, Oz, and we're hoping he can get back bigger and better next year. But yeah, he'll leave a hole for sure.
You know what I'm going to do here, boys? Shake it up. I'm introducing a new topic, and it's just Bandy's clips.
Okay.
All right. Going to play a few to you, and we'll just talk our way through it, eh?
All right.
Sounds pretty simple?
Yep.
All right. Talk me through this one. So this is Coley and the great man Harley Reid just getting the dance on just quickly before we're heading out to play.
I completely missed that. I was looking at myself.
Go back.
Go back.
Righto. So look at the door, right?
Yeah. No, I got him now, mate.
Yeah.
You're always dancing pre-game.
Yeah. Well, mate, I like to get the boys hyped up. I think like good tunes gets you in a good mood. Some boys disagree; they don't need anything pre-game. But I'm a big advocate for whatever tunes it is. I don't care. Just need something to get the boys up and about. And I'm always, if you had vision of the whole change, I'd be dancing for 60% of the pre-game.
So this is hard context when you don't have a tune playing and you're dancing to nothing at the moment, right? Well, you know where your dancing's coming in pretty handy. This is one of my favourite clips of the year. Was T. Cole just absolutely turning and burning here at Adelaide Oval. Whoop, whoop. Thanks for coming.
One of the better steps I've seen you've got. Underrated. No one talks about it. He does that all the time, mate.
That's making milestone reels in the end. That is pretty special stuff.
Yeah, I don't
for a wily veteran now.
I don't have many highlights, so that'll hopefully be in there if I have another milestone. Now I've always backed myself into step people. I'm not quick, like straight line, but laterally I'm all right. Yeah.
I'll have to teach my son because he's got no speed and can't step anyway. All right, Harry, I haven't forgotten about you. This one here I thought was a pretty special moment. This is probably your last mark against the Saints.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a moment where it just sort of dawned on you like, this could actually be my first win in a bloody long time.
Yeah.
Talk us through the emotion of maybe that mark or knowing that we've got it sewn up at this point.
Mate, yeah, I haven't had that feeling very often in my football career. I reckon that was my first win, that I've got knocked out the year before that. That was my first win. I've been on the field in 4 years, I reckon.
Yep.
And yeah, to have Optus rocking like that and to take that mark is pretty special. It's the only win we've had for the year as well, so it was a great moment.
What about sharing it with so many other punters that also hadn't had a win, the youngsters, and seeing the joy in their face? Because we'd come close plenty of times this year and just didn't get the chocolates, but to share in that moment, not knowing these aren't going to be fruitful for the entire year. What was that feeling as a couple of great team men like yourself?
Mate, it's takes me back and makes me I was quite lucky. It makes me think about how lucky I was when I first started because we used to win 18 games a year and sometimes we'd win a game and we'd sing the song we'd be flat about it, you know what I mean? So even Harry, like really good mates with Harry and he's barely had a win in his 50-game career. So seeing blokes like not only young boys and first gamers and people in their first year, but blokes like Harry as well, Brady Hoff, he hasn't had many wins in his career. It's good to see how much joy it brings them and it really just makes you want to get more wins for sure.
All right, we're ready to clip on?
Yeah.
So what do we got here? Oh, I haven't looked, speaking of Govs, so I didn't realise when I was looking at all the Gov clips that the day he lost his tooth was actually protecting your ass from getting sandwiched in the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you pay for half the dental work? Where's the responsibility sort of lie here, Colin?
Well, I would have, 100%. I'd do anything for my boy Gov. He didn't tell me anything about his tooth. I did know he'd lost it in that bump, but no, I didn't front up the dental bill. I think he's got enough money.
You reckon he'll cover it?
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's good for him.
All right. Harry, you're going to love this one, but is there a chance that this wins Mark of the Year and you're all over the playing card?
Mate, I've been somewhat following Mark of the Year this year and I think I'm winning reverse Mark of the Year at this point.
Your step ladder of the year, do you think anything's beaten that so far?
Not so far, nah. But we got nine rounds left, so there's every chance.
Yeah, to all the small forwards out there, get jumping.
Yeah, get jumping. Need Harley to get jumping.
Have you been in a contender of Mark of the Year anywhere near underneath the pack before, Coley?
Oh, not in the AFL, in the waffle though. You know the one.
Oh, it's a flying.
Yeah,
effort?
flying. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You know what? I wasn't underneath it. I was playing on him though, and he jumped on Scully's head.
Yeah, okay.
Mark of the century. Yeah, best mark ever.
All right, this one here, we're going to have a look at Harry Edwards just absolutely pancaking his mate in Archer Reed. Bang. That's one of the best WWF moves I've ever seen, Harry.
Yeah, got told off heavily for that, for not spoiling the ball. So
By Archer.
no, not by Archer, mate. That's not my best.
Here we go. So this is Tom Cole against the Saints. And I would have thought maybe at this moment you're thinking, was that my chance?
Yeah, 100%, mate. I don't know if you have the vision keep rolling, but the ball went down the other end of the ground and Bakes was screaming at me the whole way. The ball ended up going the other end of the ground and I sprinted down there in rage. Would have hit top speed. Yeah.
How many points you kicked in your career?
2 or 3. That's one of them, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Go to the next clip, mate. I know what it's
Obviously,
going to be.
we're going to get to the North.
Oh, yeah.
So talk us through it. All right, you've taken it. What's going through your head at this point?
Oh, well, I'm not the biggest kick, so
Use the man on the mark well there.
on a good day, I'm kicking at 52 to 53 metres, so that's gone over 50. So I didn't think I had the distance to start with.
Mhm.
But to be honest, the St Kilda goal come back to me and I was like, you know what, I got another chance here. I'm not passing this off because I had a few boys looking for the handball.
Who? Name them.
Mate,
Mate, I was actually lurking around.
Yeah.
I've never kicked one either.
No.
Harley, Bakes, Harry, Duggo, all the backs were looking. And then even when I was running in, I had all the forwards pointing at me. So, but yeah, flushed it. Best kick of my life.
Yeah.
Too bad we couldn't get the win.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, so you've got TBs in your sights, right? What did you take, 100 games to register the
100th
first?
game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd love to kick my goal, a little wraparound handball receive from 50 to 60 would be my dream first goal.
Have you found yourself in a position at any stage where you're like, if the ball spills out here, I could, or are you just nowhere near that spot at the moment playing too deep?
Oh, I've had a couple of half attempts to go up and try and get a handball receive, but I haven't done it yet. But maybe it's coming before the end of the year. You never know.
Could grow in confidence the way you're playing at the moment. How are the bodies at the moment, boys? You're up against it in terms of battling medicos and doing some tests to get up. How's it been mentally dealing with the injuries in the last few weeks?
Yeah, I reckon it's all right. Like this point of the year, everyone's got their own stuff going on. But yeah, I'll be fine. I'm playing. Coley is not.
How close did you get? Because you're out there training full, look like all the drills.
Yeah. Oh, I could have played. Yeah, it's just pretty much like a risk assessment by the docs. And he basically just ruled me out, which is probably the right call. Give me another week to let it heal, and I'll be good to go. Yeah, next week. But yeah, feeling good. As Harry said, this time of year there'd be every AFL list, everyone on the list to be sore. So it's part of the game, but we'll push through. We'll be right. One
of the things I didn't quite comprehend until talking to AFL players is the fact that you guys do play with tears in soft tissues, which spun me out that that you can do it and get away with it and not tear any further.
Yeah,
the tolerance is understandable, but just to push through and not cause more damage was unreal to hear.
Yeah, I'm probably not fast enough to do any further damage, so I can play with a few tears, mate. It's all good.
Mate, if you scanned every AFL player's body, like just say from the hips down, there'd be, so the glutes are a big muscle, but people always have tears in them. You can play through them, calves, it's pretty amazing. But
can you put so much deep heat in them that you don't feel those tears when they're out there? Yeah. Or you feel them and you just got to push?
Yeah, you can't feel your legs if you push.
All right, understandable. Talk to me about Tom McCarthy. Flown on the scene, one game. Racked up most disposals in a debut for the West Coast Eagles. Granted, some of them are kickouts, but he used it like an absolute jet.
That's all right.
What's his transition been like, going from a Victorian VFL player to an AFL player in a matter of weeks?
Mate, he's been phenomenal, really, hasn't he? And he is 25. He's played VFL for a while now. He's been ready to go for a while now, I'd imagine. I imagine Richmond would have played him earlier in the year if they could have. But yeah, he was very impressive. It's no easy feat, and yeah, I'm sure he'll back it up this week.
Did he get votes in your player voting, whatever you call it, players award?
Yeah, he won it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You two vote for him?
Yeah, I did. Coley didn't play.
I did. Only the players vote, but yeah.
I thought everyone got a vote. You have to play to get a vote.
Yeah, no, you got to play to vote. Yeah. So I'm sure he would have just about been unanimous. Yeah, he was bloody good.
Is he your quickest defender?
Sandy Brock. You seen that man run?
Yeah.
Not yet,
mate. Watch the vision. Get some clips up. Get Sandy on the pod.
He'd be fastest on the list.
Is that right?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah,
do you agree?
Yeah, he's a specimen.
Just those long giraffe legs kicking into gear.
But yeah, T-Mac would be close. Yep.
We're okay. How have you found Sandy? It's another story of an SSP player that looks to cement himself. And now that Gov's out, it's a pretty handy signing in retrospect.
yeah.
How you find him working with him? Because there's got to be a lot of synergy between the two of you, the way that you play.
Yeah, he's a quiet lad, but he's a very good player. And as Coley said, he's very quick, good with the ball, brings a lot of good attributes to the team. And he's no stranger to VFL footy either. Like, he was on Gold Coast list for 3 years before coming here. So he knows what he's doing, and he's shown it when he's played.
Do you ask him about Peter Brock at all?
A lot of people do. I haven't, because I'm not a big V8 guy.
I'm not, but I'd wonder if too many people have asked him at this point that he's like, I don't want to talk about my uncle for the 40th time in 6 months.
No, we were speaking to him about it the other day, only because I didn't know who he was. I'm more of a wing cup and who was the other guy?
Winterbottom?
Yeah.
Craig Lowndes.
Yeah, Craig Lowndes and wing cup. I used to watch Bathurst when I was a bit younger, so I was before Peter Brock's time, but apparently he's the goat of
Certainly
it all, so...
I want to ask you boys, because every player's different. I want to know what your interest levels of AFL are when you're not at the club. Have they diminished over time? Are they still there, Harry? I love asking people like Eric McKenzie, who's like, the last thing in the world I want to ever do is watch another AFL game in my spare time.
I will watch them, but won't go heavily out of my way. Like, I've got somewhat of an interest in the AFL now. It's definitely waned over my career, because I was real big on it when I was young and in high school and that, but not as much anymore.
I'm assuming that's a natural thing maybe as everyone sort of gets older, because Coley, you were a big AFL fan growing up.
Yeah, I've watched less and less for sure. I like to watch it Thursday nights, Friday nights, because you're probably going to be at home, put Teddy down, cook dinner, feet up, watch the footy.
Yep.
It's less about actually watching the footy, more just about relaxing, having something on the TV.
Will you guys watch it together away when there's, let's say you land Thursday night, Friday night for an away game? Will you all watch it together, or it's a bit of everyone's just in the meal room, hey, it's on, what else are we doing?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
It's usually on, but I go my way to watch it.
What are you doing in your spare time, Harry? There's no AFL watching?
Nah, I'm at uni, halfway through a commerce degree, and I've just taken up golf, which I'm poor at, but having a good time.
What's the drive to want to pick up sticks and get better?
All of my mates in the whole world playing golf, so you pretty much got to take it up or you got nothing to do.
He's falling hard and fast too.
Don't we all?
All the gear. Sending me ping putters like on Facebook Marketplace every 3 weeks, old vintage ones. He wants to just buy them as collector's items now.
So you're playing out in the rural Kalamunda area, or are you going to be a member with some of the boys here more locally, or what?
No, I don't think I'll be a member down here. I just play at Hillview Public at the moment. Shout out them. It's actually a good course for
You
a public
played there?
course. Coley went there.
Yeah, I went and played, yeah.
Thoughts?
Fine, yeah, it's
Tick
good.
of approval?
It got, boys were giving it shit, like saying it's shocking, because I think Petch had went and played out with Harry one time and said it the worst course he's played at.
Petch said that?
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting much. But like, it's like any public course. It's like as good as Wembley, as good as Maylands, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it got disrespected a bit by the boys, and I went out there and it was fine. It's only 20 minutes from here, so it's good.
Can I get a reverse fairway finder update of how the group's going? Or has Teddy just put an absolute bullet in this growing social media phenomenon?
Yeah, Teddy's put a bit of she's put it on pause for a bit. I don't know last time I played around golf, it's probably with you. But the good thing is all the boys are taking up golf, so content's incoming. So I'm getting lots of content from other boys, which is good.
Yeah.
Got a video of Harvey Johnson at the range the other day having a fresh air. I don't know if you saw that.
He claimed that it's his brother. Is he pulling your leg there?
No. Him and his brother do look alike, but no, that was him, yeah. So we aren't playing as much. Off-season's coming up, which will be heavily be playing a fair bit of golf, me and Sheeto, and getting back into it.
Where's your dog? Where's Coley's dog now?
Back with him. Got his dog back.
Is this Rocket or another one?
No, Rocket's gone.
Yeah, I had 2 dogs, a sausage dog Rocket
Where's Rocket?
and a covert. Rocket's back in Bendigo with my sister.
So was this the one that Harry had to take off your hands for a while?
No, Harry never took her dog off, mate. He's looked after Gromit before, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say I have. My partner has.
No, I had to send Gromit away, yeah,
What?
and Rocket.
Is this the gut
sorry.
treatment? Can you go do some time in Claremont and get some form and come back, or is it gone for good?
Well, it was no, it was
He's not coming back.
It was no. Rocket's gone for good now. He's gone for good. Yeah, Gromit's back with me. So they when we got Teddy, my house is on stilts, so they started digging under the house and escaping. So I tried to barricade it up, but they just dug deeper. They would have dug a hole that was 2 meters deep, like wild. Anyway, I said to my mum, I was like, Mum, can you take these dogs for a bit? Because then I was leaving them inside. They'd shit inside. It was just a nightmare. Anyway, so I gave them to my mum and I said, I'll take Gromit back because Rocket was the culprit for the digging.
You're doing a bit of trading.
Yeah. And then my sister actually has a sausage dog and she's got 3 kids. They wanted another dog. I said, he's all yours.
And is he fitting in over there?
Yeah, he's all good. He's a cruisy dog, just escaped and dug, and it was a bit annoying in that sense. But he'd never done it. We lived in that house for 5 years. And Teddy was born. After 6 months, they just started digging and escaping.
What do you put that down to?
Yeah, probably just weren't giving him as much love, maybe, and they were looking for a bit more fun. They didn't take him to the park as much, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, he's gone.
Sad.
Rest in peace, a great man.
Yeah, no, when you were about to say he's dead thumper, I thought, I shouldn't have really touched that one. But the fact he's been rehomed is a Disney end to the story, which I'm happy with. Can you give me a bit of UK and Rome talk with Udi? Who was Udi and what were these adventures like?
Udi, not Udi, so I'll correct that before we start. But no, he's my best mate from school and he'll be stoked he's getting a shout out on this. But he plays cricket over there, which he told me was county level cricket. And I went over there and it's Birmingham Fourths. And so I went over there to visit him, hang out with him. He showed me around, drove up to Scotland from Birmingham, which took ages. And then, went over to Rome for a bit of pasta and a few wines.
Did you have to watch him play cricket in this adventure?
Mate, I did. And he versed an all Jamaican team and he's an opening bowler and got spanked. And he's good. Like he plays ones over here for Perth and that was a poor day. But yeah, good on you, mate. You're going well.
What was your favourite part of your European travels?
What
would you recommend to people if they're looking to find a quaint little spot somewhere on your journey?
Mate, we went to a T20 exhibition match, Australia versus Scotland. And it was like we were right on the boundary. It was awesome.
Did we pump them?
We did. We pumped them, yeah. Can't even remember. Bison was there, a few others. Yeah, that was awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled you out of the crowd for Scotland and said, look, we're a bit shocking. Can you throw the willow around? Have you played, I'm not going to even ask him, he's in another world of being mature, but have you played AFL 2026 yet?
No, I haven't. No, my PlayStation days are well done, mate. No.
It's not. The boys were telling me just last year that you're an integral part of the basketball team, of the soccer team. What's caused this need to grow up stance from yourself?
Nah,
you're only young once, Harry.
Nah, new hobbies, mate. You can only have one. You've only got time for golf or gaming, and I'm going to go with golf, I reckon.
Probably a wise call in the scheme of life. I'm going to throw something to you. It was unprepared, but I want to ask you what the best thing you've seen on the internet is in your recent memory. Could be entertaining, could be outrageous. I'll start so you can sit there and just think of something.
Yeah.
It was a choice between two for me. It was the bloke that did his hammy when doing the coin toss for Western Bulldogs against, I don't even remember who it was, Saints. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild.
That's old news. And then my mate Theo Doropoulos interviewed him, which was even better because he said probably going to miss 6 or 7 tosses.
Yeah.
Which is one of the best lines of the year. But that's too easy because everyone's seen that one. There is a contraption they've invented, which is a table circular saw, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you're feeding wood into it. They've now got it so advanced that if this circular saw hits anything that's remotely conducted by flesh or some sort of body part, then it will snap the blade off and immediately discontinue what's happening with the saw and save your fingers, right? So they've tested it with a raw sausage and a finger and it'll give it a light cut, can shut it down quicker than, the reaction time is quicker than you like pressing your phone and it instigating from there.
Yeah, and what, the blade snaps off and flies somewhere?
Goes under the table.
Okay.
Snaps under, you just got to put a new blade in for $10, $20. But I'd probably pay that for a finger reattachment. So
Mate, I'm certain that's been out for at least 5 years. So I don't reckon
becoming
you're the first
more
bloke onto
becoming more advanced, Harry. Got anything for me?
Not really, to be honest. I just doom scroll on my phone. I don't really have anything that I've...
So you're not retaining any of this information that you're getting?
Not really. No. 3 to 4 seconds at a time, mate. Let it go.
Let me ask you, can keep thinking because I'm sure you can come up with something better than Harry, but let me drill with you. Who on the team doesn't use their phone anywhere near as much as the regular person? Who's an anti-phone scroller?
Probably Duggo, but because he doesn't have any social media, but he scrolls on realestate.com an awful amount. So he thinks he's being all good not using social media, but he just replaces it with other things like YouTube and real estate. And just,
Yeah.
Very good.
So really,
He literally knows every property in areas he likes, like Guildford, up near Harry's Way, Kalamunda, Maida Vale, all that. He knows every house that's for sale. I'm like, I saw this house. He's like, yeah, that's been up for like 2.5 weeks, man. I've contacted the real estate agent. They've said it's like there hasn't been any offers on it. Oh, sweet, man. Mount Hawthorn, where he lives, because I was looking at buying a house there for a bit.
He's like, the
that one's
3-bedroom with the
he's
the
that
two-story
one.
backyard.
Yeah, no, I know the real
over
estate agent. Yeah, he's all over it. That's like, and YouTube, he just spends so much time on that.
Well, Oz was saying how poor his scrolling is because he's YouTube reeling because he's deleted his socials and says there's a big drop off in quality of what he's dealing with at the
He's
moment.
watching some rogue stuff on the planes this year since he deleted his socials and that. Like he was a part of the young boys been watching Among Us. You know that game on your phone.
Yes.
They've been watching like
This is with the imposter and
like live
You know, mate.
live
I
play.
know. I tried to get my
live
mates
that on
involved and they
YouTube.
said, grow up, we're not playing this thumper. It was quite sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves watching streamers. Him and Brady Hoff loves watching streamers.
That's so
Yeah.
rogue. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Petch as well. Chuck him in.
Okay.
He's big for it.
Yeah.
Are you guys playing Werewolf on the road anymore or that's done?
Nah, it's done.
We played Among Us on our last away
we did
trip
too,
in
didn't we?
Bunbury. And it was actually quite fun because we were all sitting there in the same room, had like 10 of us or something like that. It was actually quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is similar to Werewolf.
Could you? Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Could you bullcrap your way through it? Like, who's the best at sort of spinning the lies and convincing people they haven't done anything wrong?
Noah Long's the best at lying.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah.
Ryan Marrick, Nug, worst at lying.
Nug wasn't the imposter once, and we voted him pretty much every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love that. All right, I want one more footy question before you go. Is this the football trip year for the boys with every 2 years?
It is.
Right, who is orchestrating and what are the thoughts early doors? If you're happy to share, don't give me dates or exacts if you're a bit worried.
So on the 28th of the footy trip's on. Harry, me, Jake, probably Bakes, Duggo, the older crew, Gov.
Does that trip you out that now you are the boys organising this? It happens quick, doesn't it?
You've always kind of
Yeah,
been
I've been in that last
organisation
couple.
crew.
Yeah, I've gotten old quick. But yeah, we're going probably overseas. We're thinking maybe Thailand.
Do you, is it an expectation that everyone goes or it's if you can make it?
Nah, if you can make it. But
Yeah,
be ashamed to miss out.
but that's why we do it every 2 years, you know. So you get excited for it. There's obviously people who won't be able to come, people, blokes with families and that. But
Is that yourself? Or you're
no,
not flagging an early exit?
no. Well, I'm organising the whole thing, so I have to be there to make sure it all runs smoothly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, responsible.
But yeah, most of the young boys will go. Yeah, which would be good.
Righto, boys. Appreciate you coming in, spending some time. All the best getting back from your injuries and keep dominating like you're doing.
Nah, thanks, mate. Thanks
Cheers,
for having
Snow.
us. Appreciate it.
Keen to get back on for the fourth time, mate.